What is going on, guys? It is your boy JP Farrell here, or Jape. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit that like button down below. Here's my smart moving. We're at 173.k per month. This is why you should listen to me, guys. We're going into the video today, and what this is gonna be is my hiring system, bro. It's my hiring system. Like, I have my hiring system fully automated. So this is basically, I'm gonna show you my ads, how we set up hiring, how we do all that stuff. So let's get right into it, shall we? As you can see, this is why you should listen to me. I have a fully automated company. I run this 2 meetings a week. Let's start with our movers, our technicians, right? And this goes for all home service companies. So first things first, how do you get movers, right? Everybody I talk to, like, how do you get movers? How do you get leads? All this stuff. And people are like, referrals, word of mouth. Bro, respectfully, fuck referrals, fuck word of mouth. So let's go right into our Indeed account, right? So movers, on the mover side, on my technician side, I have 2 listings, bro. I have 2 listings, right? And so let me give you some sauce. This was 6 months ago. Every 2 months, you need to copy your campaign, right? So shame on me. I need to copy this and re-upload it. So every 2 months, you need to do this so it stays fresh within the system. But I have 2 ads open right now to hire technicians. I have the professional mover / crew member. This guy is, this is our wingman, pretty much. And then I have a separate ad for our lead movers, right? So leads compared to crew members are gonna be 2 different people, right? So your wingman, I'm gonna be honest, it's basically, you just need bodies, right? You need bodies because your lead, at the end of the day, is gonna be the guy directing the show, telling what your guys need to do, right? And basically all you're looking for here is attitude, right? Even for your leads, I would say, is kind of similar to wingman. Attitude, their experience really doesn't matter. Technicians' experience never matters. You need to have your own training systems to train them the right way in your company, because they'll come from All My Sons or 2 Men in a Truck or another company, and then they have bad habits from that company, and they have toxic culture at that company. Like, guys, you don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. Like, guess what? Whether you have a pressure washing business, a window cleaning business, a moving business, event rental company, whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, it don't matter. It just don't matter. It's simple, guys. Lift furniture, customer service, be nice, wrap their furniture. That's it, and don't get in a wreck. I'm not asking much here. I'm really not asking a lot. I will pay you well if you can do those 3 things. I'll pay you well. I'll pay you well. So 2 different ads right here. So we'll go into here. As you can see, we're at 15 a day because we really need some leads. I didn't even know we were that expensive on them, but yeah. So let's go into here. What does our ad look like for a non-CDL driver / crew lead mover? This is what I tell my guys. 13K impressions, all this stuff. Yeah, so this is what it looks like, right? So what I have in here, you see we're at $19 to $24 an hour. Full-time crew leads. We have weekly pay tips, bonuses, all that stuff. I have their pays and bonus benefits in here, bonus and incentive structure, your responsibilities, all applicants, what their requirements are, have a clean driver and a DOT medical card, pass a road test and drug screening, no experience, no problem. If you got a strong work ethic, we'll train you to be a pro. Ain't that right? So this is what we got, man. So, yeah, this is our non-CDL crew lead driver mover. And I'll just go through here so you can see, like, they're relatively all the same. So this one's obviously paid less. Tips, bonuses, part-time and full-time opportunities. So basically, what they'll earn, mover bonus point system. And we'll go into all this in the video, like how we structure their compensation. And all these guys are W-2, by the way. All your movers. Now, I've heard of guys laying low, under the radar, 1099 in their boys. Now, I've always been told by mentors that it's really hard if you get caught. Hey, that's on you, man. That's on you. But I W-2 all my guys. It protects, honestly, the company, and it protects your employee. Like, it's better. It's, just pay your taxes, I guess. I hate saying that word, but I ain't Uncle Sam. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I do, bro. Why work with us? All this stuff. So, like, this is what it looks like. So, like, you can literally go online and copy this word for word if you want. I really don't care. Unless you're in Savannah. or Austin, Texas. I'm just kidding. There's plenty of business to go around for everybody. So yeah, those are what those ads look like. And then I also have another ad. Let's see. This is what my director of operations looks like. So this is our director of operations role. Yeah, so we posted this about 3 weeks ago, and I just hired my operator on Friday. So it took me about 2.5 weeks to get this guy up, get a guy in here. But yeah, this basically we had a 2-step interview process. So we have a recruiter. We have an in-house recruiter on our team. So basically his job, and he does this for our movers as well. He basically, what he'll do is we have a 2-step interview process. So basically I have a sheet for him. So I'll go into our Discord real quick. Let me go up here. So this is how we chose. So right here, so we have a 2-step interview process. So basically he sets up, he goes through all the applicants, sets up a day where he does phone interviews. So he does the screening, right? So here's this call scripts right here. Prepared notes during the introduction. Hey, this is Alex with BC Brothers Moving. I'm speaking with candidates' names. How are you doing today? What are you looking for as they speak? Clear, thoughtful communication, energy and engagement, relevant leadership or logistics experience. Follow-up question, what attracted you to BC Brothers Moving? What are you looking to get out of that? What are you considering leaving your current position? What size teams have you run? So all these basic questions. Here are the red flags. One-word answers, vague explanations, low tone, lack of energy. Basically, all this stuff is what we're looking for. Write them down, use clear bullet points. What was said, bring your notes to JP. And then, so if they pass this, if they have everything, if they don't have a lot of these red flags, then we'll set up an in-person interview. And then that's the 2-step interview process for an operator. And then he'll set up the in-person, and then I'll go in and get a vibe, and see if they're a right culture fit. And see if they weren't actually bullshitting the phone interview. And I'll ask them majority of the same questions, right? So I probably need to have something like where I have this written down. But here's the phone interview, and then you as the owner, I would interview all the operators just to make sure. Until you get big enough, like I don't think I'll be big. I'll have to get a few more locations till I'm big enough to like not be the one hiring the operators. So, but yeah, so like all this stuff is the red flags we look for, and then we have the in-person interview. And then I'll hire them from there, and then onboard them and stuff like that. So here you can, again, this won't be on Indeed since it's since I just paused it, but yeah, this is what our director of operations. You can go through here and copy it how you like. Just screenshot it, put in the chat. So just pause this video and put it in the chat and be like, hey, make the same exact thing. 4 to 7 trucks daily, and then whatever it is, like do what you need to do to make it good for you. But this is like, just be like, yo, chat, make this. And this is also, this is what I really messed up on when I hired my new operator again. I didn't put the right conversation here. I overdid it. So I was like 100 to 120, and really that's not what the role is at all. So it's $91,000 to $108,000 a year. This is what you're going to be looking at to pay for an operator, a pretty good one too. You can get a really good one for 91 to 108,000 a year. So this is what we got, man. This is what we got, and I'll go into the compensations and stuff like that. But these are all the ads that I'm running for that, and then also sales reps. I'm looking for that as well. So this is our moving inside sales consultant inbound lead. So this is how I market it on Indeed. And then yeah, so like remote, like I make that very clear, since remote is just very attractive. What I put in here, 250 per month during peak season, just what we'll be doing, all this stuff. So here's my ad for hiring remote sales reps, $80,000 to $121,000 a year. And this one honestly is probably a little overkill. I mean, you can make this in my company. Actually, I do have a guy making this, so it's really not. It's not. You just got to be good. So yeah, this is our ad, and this is how I'll do this. So I go and I'm the one hiring our sales consultants because it's such an attractive job. Moving inside sales consultant is just very attractive job position because it's remote, it's sales, it's commission based, and people love that. And you can also make really good money as a moving inside sales consultant. So you just got to be dedicated, and you're on the phones, man. So now let's go into what I pay these guys. So this is how we have our payroll set up for movers. So We have a commission on materials sold. So we do a commission for materials sold. I actually think I'm gonna get rid of this, but here's what we got. So right here, they get 5% of all materials sold. And yeah, so this is it. This is what we do. So 5% of all materials sold. I actually don't recommend doing this. I don't know. You can if you want. So mover bonus. We then have mover bonus point system. So it's they earn 1 point per hour that they work. So like let's say they have an 8-hour day, they get 8 points, and each point is worth $1. So they instantly get $1 raise if they have a happy customer, right? So they get all these mover bonus points, and we keep track of them. On a monthly basis. So that's an extra $200 a month if all customers are satisfied if you work 200 hours in a month. Then you have the hourly rate increase right here. So this is how they can grow within the company. And yeah, so every 4 paychecks up into the 20th paycheck, and then it's every 6, and then it goes up from there. So like they get 50 cents raise. So this is just a raised, and this is to help the longevity of the company. And your movers, so like they can, keep, every 4 paychecks, right? Not every 4 weeks, every 4 paychecks. So like if they still are, if they're still, if they, work a week and then, stay with your company 4 weeks and you don't use them in 3 weeks, like it has to go by paycheck. They have to get every 4 paychecks, and then they get a 50-cent raise. So very good pay structure right here. Mover bonus point system, and then they also get Google review bonus sheets. So like you can see here, I don't know why this is so outdated, but this is all like $10 per review. So all these reviews that they get is all tracked in Smart Moving, and they get $10 per review. So it's very good point system. So as you can see, we're very incentive heavy. So you'll see, they have the hourly rate, they have the mover bonus points, they have the Google review bonuses, they have the materials upsold, 5% of all materials that they sell, and that's only for leads. Leads only get 5% of the materials that they upsell, and then also they get tips on top of that. So they have 5 different ways they get paid. 5. That's so attractive, bro, to your movers. Like 5. One's your hourly base, and then you get 4 incentive bonuses on top of that, bro. Insane. And movers get paid, like, guys, I've heard of movers getting an extra $200 a day, $300 a day. I mean, they're crushing it, bro. If they're complaining about not getting paid, bro, they're making some good money, bro. They're making some good money. And then this is so we'll go into our sales comp. So this is a new comp that I put together. So it used to start at 6% and go up to 8%, but now I'm starting at 5% and going up to 8% because just because of the volume that we're doing, it just makes sense. And then I added some more bonuses right here. So up to 50,000 is 5%, 130K plus is 8%. So yeah, pretty simple thing right here. They have a 90% plus quote send rate. They'll get a $150 bonus for the month. So like this encourages your reps to send the quotes, right? So they get an incentive tied to that. 35% close rate. So this is out of all the leads that come in. They get a 250, 500, 750. And this is out of, if they book 50% out of all the leads. So if they had 200 leads come in and then they booked 100 out of those, bro, they're getting paid. So I put bonuses behind that as well. So here's our sales comp. And then here's going to be our operator comp. So this is an offer letter that I send to so if I hire somebody, I'm sending them an offer letter. And all my sales reps are also 1099. You can get away with 1099 on your sales reps. So like you can 1099 all these guys. So basically I have it set up, and let me pull this up actually. This is how we have our pay set up for our sales reps. So let me go in here, roles management. So this is how we have it set up. So this is a draw against commission policy at BC Brothers Moving. So basically they get paid $800 a week. So like let's say they get paid $800 a week. They make $3,200 a month. They close $5K in commission sales. And I'll take that $5K minus the $3,200, and then they get an extra $1,800 at the end of the month. So it's basically a draw against commission. That's how I have it set up. That's the best way to do it. And I wouldn't recommend doing it any other way. So this is the copy of draw against commission that I have. So like if they make $3,200 a month in their base payments and they only close $3K, they owe the company back $200. So I found this is the best way. It keeps them motivated and stuff like that. And, they also get paid weekly too. So they can, it's a win-win for everybody. Here's my offer letter that I send my operator when I hired him. So this is what my operator looks like. Starting base salary of $70,000. So I found this is the sweet spot, $70K. And then they get 2% of gross profit and a third of all commission on sites. So like I said, we're rarely doing on sites. All of our phone sales, we're doing all phone sales. And then so how it goes is we do, over the phone. If they don't want to do over the phone, we send them a live switch. And then if they don't want to do that, they do the on-site, and then we do a third of the commission on that on-site. So all they literally do, all my operator will just show face, take pictures, and then my rep is handling the rest. They just go in there, shake hands, kiss babies, take pictures of everything, because the on-site is basically an inventory gathering. So they basically get the inventory of everything, send it to the sales rep, and then they do their job, and then the operator goes back to his day. And then I also like to do, a formal 6 months check mark. So I do want these guys to make more money, but this is the starting thing. It's $70K. It's the perfect sweet spot for an operator. 2% of gross profit. Is so sweet. So they get paid out quarterly on that. And then they get a third commission of all on sites. So we'll do a formal check-in at the 6 months mark, possibly do a salary increase based on how we're performing. So KPIs will be like our claims percentage, our labor percentage, reviews from customers, what revenue we're doing, and stuff like that. So, and then at the 12-month mark, then we can do further compensation on salary, and then we can also discuss expanded incentives. So that could be an increase in gross profit or maybe another incentive or something like that. Then we have them sign their offer letter, and then we get them onboarded. So I hope this was beneficial. This is basically my hiring system, and it's worked really well. It's super awesome, and I like it a lot. So hope you guys did enjoy. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Your boy Jape out.